Have you picked up your kids' backpacks lately? Chances are it's a lot heavier than you think. Here today to talk about what to look for when it comes to protecting your kids from injury with backpacks is Dr. Eddie Leonard from Florida Wellness Medical Group. It is so good to have you back. You always have great advice for our families and our kids. Let's start with the backpacks. What are the two biggest factors to consider in keeping our children's back safe when wearing backpacks?
Well, thanks for having me back, Kendall. It's
Absolutely.
great to be here. There are a lot of considerations you should have. One is the straps.
Okay.
They should be wide. There's a really popular brand right now called Fjällräven. It's a Swedish brand.
I've never heard of it.
And they have these tiny little straps, but kids line up out the stores for them at the moment. You really want something that has a 3-inch wide strap and makes this S curve to kind of center the weight.
Okay.
Second consideration is a lot of them even have some hip straps that you can transfer the weight onto your hips a little better than not.
Like they do on baby carriers.
Yeah, or on backpacks for people who backpack Europe or that kind of thing, you know?
Gotcha.
They're starting to make their way onto kids' backpacks as well.
And then what about how to wear the backpack as far as how high or low it needs to be? Is the one strap okay?
Okay, yes, definitely wear both straps. When I was in school, it wasn't as popular to do so as it is today, so I'm grateful that has changed culturally. But you want it centered in your mid-back. You don't want it 3 inches below your belt line or otherwise. But yeah,
okay, so you don't want it too low.
Yeah, so that's really important to talk about during back to school.
That's too low, right?
That's way too low.
Too low.
Way too low.
Okay.
So you just have it centered in the back. Another thing that affects both kids and also you parents is text neck. I see this more and more.
That's a real thing.
It's a real thing. I've seen Mayor Buckhorn walking around downtown like this before in Starbucks. That
we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of it.
For every inch your ear is not in line with your shoulder, it's 10 times the strain on the base of your neck. And it really just works your muscles over time. And it's not designed to do that. You really need to keep your ear in line with your shoulder.
Yeah, how do you help prevent your kids from getting that? And how do you know if it's actually really affecting their health?
So it's a monitoring thing. Kids are going to not do that, and that's okay, but you really just need to limit their exposure to it. So if they're like this for 2 hours in a 16 waking hours, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And really just don't do it all in a row. If you are going to do 2 hours, break it up in 10-minute intervals or 15-minute intervals.
So this is how we should be texting.
That would be ideal because a couple of things. There's not only your neck gets involved, there's a little nerve that goes to your elbow. And this happens.
So this is how my text like your mom. Is
yeah,
that,
like
that
your
what we should do?
bad vision. Yeah.
Text like your mom.
Exactly. Keep the
Just
vision
like
out there.
Well, great advice. Thank you so much, Dr. Leonard.
Oh,
We're
it's
going
my
to talk
pleasure.
a lot more about this here a little bit later on. With this topic on the show, we'll talk about backpacks and text neck in a Facebook Live. So if you have any questions, please join us. You can find us at Great Day Live, or you can go to their Facebook page at Florida Wellness Medical Group. We'll continue this conversation. We'll be right back.